Hello everyone, welcome to Botany Insider. So this particular video is regarding the methods in biology, that is unit number 13. And from this particular lecture onwards, we are starting off with a complete lecture series on the various techniques that we have to target in this particular unit. If you have seen the syllabus of CSIR, so you know that unit number 13 holds a very important place in it, and in that many students find the difficulty of like how should you target the various techniques. So for simplifying, for helping you out in this particular area, I am starting off with this particular lecture series. So before starting the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Botany Insider. In addition, also join our application from the Google Play Store. Just download the application and get enrolled in the various courses that we have in order to target the exam in a very structured manner. Okay, so now talking about like what blotting is all about. We have came across this particular term time and again. So first we need to clear our basics regarding the same, and talking about that, what is the actual meaning of it. So blotting techniques involves the separation and the transfer of the DNA, RNA or the proteins onto the blotting membrane. Like what actually happens is that we have a blotting membrane and we have our DNA and RNA into a specific position. So for transferring the DNA and the RNA onto the membrane protein or onto this particular membrane, this blotting procedure is actually followed, and it involves the separation and the transfer of the DNA technique. How does the separation occur? It occurs via electrophoresis. What is electrophoresis? We'll discuss about this in a different video, but for the time being, just understand electrophoresis simply means the movement of the DNA from one position to the other position in the or under the influence of electric charge. We'll be discussing about this in detail in the further videos. Wait for those videos, but for the time being, just understand that blotting technique requires or it actually involves the separation and the transfer of the DNA, RNA and the proteins onto the blotting membrane. Then what happens after the technique or after this particular process is done, the target DNA is then attached to a molecule in order to aid the detection. That means we are actually trying to detect a particular type or a particular DNA molecule. So the target DNA is then attached to the molecule. That means we have the DNA molecule transferred to this blotting sheet. Now we will be attaching a specific tag to it. Tag means like something which could help us to differentiate it from the other DNA molecules. So this is the basic mechanism behind the blotting technique. Talking about the types of blotting, so the very first one is southern blotting, then we have northern, and the third one is western blotting. All of these follow a specific or a simple procedure of transferring the complete DNA, RNA or proteins respectively. Like southern would be used for a different perspective, northern will be used for different type of molecules, same goes with the western as well, but all of them follow a simple and a general technique or a general process. So now talking about the general mechanism behind these blotting techniques, the very first mechanism is that the digestion, or we can say these are the basic steps that are being followed. First step is the digestion of the DNA with an appropriate restriction digestion enzyme. That means just consider it this way, that you have this particular as DNA and you want to have only a specific segment. For that, various types of molecular scissors, or the other name for that is the restriction enzymes. So these restriction enzymes are used in order to cut the DNA at specific positions. So the very first step in this complete blotting technique is digestion of the DNA with an appropriate restriction enzyme. Second point is to run the digest on the agarose gel. That means after we have got this particular segment, we would run it on the agarose gel. Running on agarose gel means to perform the electrophoresis. After the electrophoresis is done, there occurs the denaturation of DNA. Denaturation of DNA means to change its property in the manner it is required by the plant. Then it is required by the complete procedure, and it is usually done while it is still on the gel. That means when the DNA is on the gel itself, this denaturation is done. After that, the transfer of the denatured DNA is done onto the membrane. This is the main step of like transferring the DNA molecule onto the membrane, that is the blotting membrane. And finally, the probe of the membrane is with the labeled single stranded DNA. That means now we would be labeling our DNA. What is the complete procedure in terms? So this is how the setup is done. At the bottom we have the transfer buffer, then we have a platform onto which our main thing would be like placed upon. Then we have the Whatman paper, onto that we have the gel, then we have membrane, again the Whatman paper stack, paper towel stack, and then the weight. It is like you have a complete, like you want to we have a stamp like structure, right? So in the same manner, when you want to apply a stamp onto a paper, what do you actually do? We try to press it, we give it pressure to it so that the impression could be there. In the same manner, this particular mechanism is done. Now we'll be understanding about the southern blotting at the first go. In this particular video, we'll be understanding about the southern blotting, and then we'll be moving forward to the other types as well in the subsequent videos. So I have like put my own notes into it for a better understanding. So we'll go through the complete list, we'll go through the complete step so that you can have an understanding of how the southern blotting is done. So southern blotting is nucleic acid hybridization. So in this, what happens, the nucleic acid is transferred. Now first, as we have discussed, see, we have this particular DNA, and onto this DNA we need to have only this particular segment. And if you want to have just this segment, so this is known as the gene of interest, that is GOI, gene of interest. So this is the known sequence. Now after you have like identified that this particular gene is required, we subject it to the restriction enzyme, that is the molecular scissors. As a result of it, you will get the fragments of the gene of the complete DNA, and from this DNA and from this complete mixture we have our gene of interest. Now second step is the performance of the agarose gel electrophoresis. Now when the electrophoresis process is done, what happens, the DNA fragment gets separated, the double stranded DNA fragment would be separated, and as a result of that, then we would lead it to the mild alkali treatment. Why? Because we want single stranded DNA. Till now we have double stranded DNA only. We need to like put, or we need to apply some kind of treatment to it so that the hydrogen bonds between the DNA structures could be broken down and we could have our single strands. Now this mild alkali treatment leads to the breaking of hydrogen bonds in the DNA and make it single stranded. Now we have our single stranded DNA, and then this particular complete setup is prepared. What this setup is all about, I have told you in the previous slide as well. We have our buffer, we have our gel, then we have our membrane, then we have our Whatman paper, and finally the weight. Now this is what this complete is. It is completely known as a paper tower onto which our complete mechanism would work. Now this membrane could either be nitrocellulose or nylon. Nylon membranes are more common as compared to other membranes. Now the complete process would occur like the DNA would get transferred via the capillary action. Remember about all these minor, because we get the questions in the CSIR related to the minor details only, so make sure that you understand them. Now there occurs the treatment of the DNA in order to fix the DNA. Why do we require to fix it? Because if you want to analyze something, you need to have it in a particular position. So for that itself, the fixing of the DNA is done, and it is done via either the heat treatment or either the UV light cross reaction. Depending on whatever is the nature of our complete setup, we perform the fixing of DNA, and then this membrane, that is the membrane onto which we have our DNA, or this membrane is dipped into a probe. What is a probe? So a probe is a short nucleotide sequence which is attracted or which have the detector molecules. That means the gene of interest. Let's consider we have our gene of interest and we need to analyze whether the gene which we have, whether it is actually having that gene of interest or not. What do? We subject this particular single stranded DNA to this probe. Now if it is complementary to our gene of interest, it would get attached to it. Why? Because you know that DNA makes bonds only with complementarity rule. So we know that what is our gene of interest, right? We need to get to understand that whether it actually have that or whether the sequence is correct or not. In that case, the probe is subjected to the membrane onto which we have our fixed DNA. If the probe and the DNA that we have are complementary and if our complete mechanism is successful, the probe would get attached to it and we can then visualize, we can then understand that yes, the gene of interest selected was correct. Membrane is visualized, which is based upon the detector molecule. Now when does it hybridizes? Because it hybridizes with the GOI only when it is complementary to our gene of interest. So this is how the complete Southern blotting process occurs. So what are the various things you need to understand? The first thing is that first we have our digestion of DNA, then the agarose gel electrophoresis is done. After that, the denaturation of DNA is done. Then we transfer the denatured DNA to the membrane, and finally the probe is labeled with the single stranded DNA and our complete process is done. Talking about like why are we actually studying it, we need to understand its application. Applications are, first one is identification of a single gene in the pool of the DNA fragments. Second one is gene mapping. Next we have the analysis of the genetic patterns of DNA. Fourth one is detection of the specific DNA sequences, and last one is to identify or to study the gene deletions, duplications and mutations which causes various diseases. Because we have our probe, we have our gene of interest, and after the complete subjection of the complete treatment that we are doing, we can analyze all these things, because this is the reason why we are actually performing our Southern blotting. So I hope this particular topic is now clear to you. So if you have any doubt, you can let me know in the comment sections. We'll try to solve it out together, and also try to practice the previous year question papers as well related to this particular topic specifically, because after you study any topic, you should practice as well. So make sure that you practice. That was from my side for this particular video. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Also download our application from the Play Store, and in addition, thank you for all the support. Keep learning and keep spreading knowledge to each of the student who requires it. Thank you for watching. Good luck.